reunited, and it feels so good.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms.
The Jon and Deek Show.
That's the only reason why she ran into a black man.
Mornings.
Something is wrong here.
On 104.9 The X.
I have bad news for you over the weekend. Not only did all that fun stuff we mentioned happen, but apparently the world record for the fastest clapping's been broken, buddy.
I was about to ask you, is the world record of the fastest clapping?
Everybody clap your hand. That's as good as we could go. Would you like to see what it is?
Hurt.
Yeah. 800 2 times in 1 minute.
Who in the hell is counting that?
The current record was 721. His name's Brian. You ready? Everybody clap your hands.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That sounds like something else if you really want to know.
Hi. Yeah, it does.
Sounds like something else.
Something getting walked in on.
Kevin, what are you doing? Brian? I'm just clapping. Leave me alone. I'm just clapping.
So, that's not him doing that.
No,
he's clapping.
That's him just clapping.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, God!
Why?
People will do anything to get in the world record book. One time when Jack was really young, I'm like 5. If he's 5, 6 years old, he was fascinated with the Guinness Book of World Records. Like he was reading it.
That stage, right?
He's reading it all the time, and he was looking for whatever he could do to get in it.
Yeah.
And so that
I
guy,
did one of those. Yeah.
That guy was like clapping.
Yeah.
I guess.
And he got it. 721. He's like, that's the thing, and he tried it, and he did it.
So now he's in the world. Someone will break it and take him off, but he was in it. He broke the world record for clapping.
This happened in a valedictorian speech in Texas. During his speech, his microphone was silenced as he was talking about free speech.
I'm honored to stand before you today as the valedictorian of 2013. We will miss many things. We will miss our friends the most.
Yeah.
I worked hard to earn the right to address you all tonight as valedictorian and have the constitutional right, like any of you, to freely speak about the factors that contribute. I was fortunate to have my mic turned off.
I worked hard to have free speech to tell you.
Did it just shut off accidentally?
No.
They shut it off?
The school threatened him not to say anything other than what he prepared. Then they cut him from his mic. He said, here's my speech. And they said, what are you going to say? Because you never know these days.
Right. Well, I gave the speech at my graduation.
Yeah.
Because we were lucky enough to not have it have to be the valedictorian. See, that kid even said 3 times he's valedictorian. You know, I'm valedictorian. Blah, blah, blah. At our school, we had to have tryouts. Because one year, a special ed kid was the only kid to get a 4.0.
Yeah.
And so the school was like, well, why don't we have tryouts? And the kid's parents said, well, that's fine, and we won't sue you if you have tryouts forever. And so they had tryouts forever.
Let the special ed kid speak.
Exactly.
How do you get a 4.0?
I don't know. He was mainstreamed. He was mainstreamed, and he had special whatever, and he was the only one to get a 4.0. So like, he's our valedictorian.
There you go. Way to go, Longmont.
Well done. And so they didn't want the kid to get it. He could barely talk. And so they were like, why don't we have tryouts? And the kid's parents literally were like, we won't sue you if you have tryouts forever. And so they had tryouts forever. And so I won because I was a speech class kid and forensics and all that. And I got up and I could have said anything. They didn't have in fact, when I tried out, my speech was only half written. I was like, and then I got to the end of it like, well, and then I'm going to go on about this. I'm going to go on about that. And they go, good, you're good. You're the guy. I could have got up there and said anything.
I know, right? We're just figuring that out now.
Anything. 5,000 people, I could have said anything. But I didn't. I did my speech.
Ours was typical boring.
I did like a one-man skit. Yeah.
Did you change your voice?
Including George Carlin, and it was crazy. It was like a one-man kind of improv. Yeah. I didn't want to do anything boring. So I did that.
What do you mean one-man skit?
I did it like a one. Or I said I told a story about where George Carlin and I are walking down a hallway and every door and stuff like that. Yeah, behind doors and bad things and good things and opportunity and all that.
Who'd you rip that off of?
Nobody.
Really?
Yeah, I was proud of that. That was completely original. It was weird, but it was original. Didn't rip it off from anybody.
Did you get a pat on the back from your classmates?
A lot of people were like, "That was cool." It was weird. I didn't get where you were going a lot of it, but it was cool. I didn't know where you were going. I didn't understand a lot of it, but it wasn't the dull, boring, we have our futures in our hands, type thing. So, yeah.
And you didn't What was your grade point average?
Oh, I only had like a 3.2.
So yeah, I'm all for tryouts, but I think it should be like 3 and up. Slackers like me, they got like the 2 1s. I want to try out.
There was a stretch of like 12 straight years where someone on the forensics team won that, and I was one of them because I was on the forensics team.
Forensics means
speech, original
to me it
oratory.
means like CSI, like you're looking for
Right,
bones.
forensics, yeah, CSI. But forensics is another word for speech team, LD debate, original oratory.
I reached my high school fame when we first got the intercom system, right?
Yes.
And I go, hey, can I read these announcements?
And so here come the voices.
Here they come. Here it comes. Oh, then the guy teachers loved it. Oh yeah.
Sure, depending on the voice. Yeah.
It was all the voice. I was well, sometimes I did other teachers' voices.
I'm going to do Mr. Warden now.
I did Mr. Frost. Mr. Frost talk like this. We need you to come in here and do this. Well, our claim to fame is we realized, right, like it was our junior year. They put in, it was an old school, so they put in the intercom system. We realized if you talked into a can of tennis balls, it sounded like the intercom. Sounded like this in the background. You know, we've all had it.
Right.
Oh, yeah. So if you sit in the back of your class and the teachers don't know and they think it's like a voice from some god, when it would go, Miss Sears, and she'd look up. Like, yes. My buddy Shelby and I we would excuse ourselves. Miss Sears, she'd go, yes. She'd look straight up, never at the class. We figured this out like 5 in a row. We go, let's just try this.
Let's see how this works.
It wasn't me. It was my idea, but I don't have the balls to do it. Shelby, Miss Sears, yes. Could you excuse Derek Kastner and Shelby Johnson, please? Yeah, boys, go ahead. We're like, see you later.
See you later.
We grab our books.
Let me put my
just
tennis
leave.
can back in my backpack.
Yeah, so then I would do tell the lunch and then the voices of the Simpsons, and yeah, it was good stuff.
Nice. 582-1049.
Oh, Hank Azaria from the Simpsons got to read the starting lineup for the Dodgers as a poo.
Oh, really?
I'm playing third. Number 47, Luis Cruz.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you have to
do.
read the name. Don't read the name of the guy that killed me this week. Oh,
I
yeah.
don't even know his name, but I know he's Cuban.
Yeah, and he killed me. He single-handedly ruined my week. I would have won 8-2, but I lost 6-4 because of that guy.
But that was pretty cool. Hank Azaria gets to go do the starting lineup for the Dodgers.
Absolutely.
As a
He's
poo.
so amazing. He could have done any of his voices. He does like 10, doesn't he?
He did him as a poo.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's Jon Deek Show on the X.
There you go,
5-8.
some paranormal stuff. You need to come up here and haunt this building.
Yeah. Well, it's... What do you mean haunt this building? This building is haunted as hell.
That's what I said. That's what they do.
Oh, wait a minute. They do like exorcisms?
Yeah.
They cast out these spells?
I don't know what they do.
They need to have... Forget
That's why he's got
Rogue.
4
They need
hours.
to have it here.
Yeah. Well, I told him when he called, Zeke.
Because if you
To,
if you turned off all the lights of this place, and I mean
It's an atrium. It's not scary because you just hear birds.
right, but
we
then
do have a black cat.
you go downstairs.
Well, downstairs is a different animal.
Yeah, the garage mahal.
That's frightening.
That's what I'm saying.
That's terrifying.
You were to go over to the garage mahal or
Well,
downstairs.
Would you spend a night in that room?
In which room?
Right over there. Right at the upstairs.
The garage mahal?
Yeah.
I would if I had to.
Oh, man, I wouldn't.
It'd be like suddenly this would become truth or dare. I mean, I'd have to be dared to do it.
Yeah, I couldn't.
That's what I'm saying. It's terrifying.
Nope, couldn't do it. Nope.
I sure as hell wouldn't do it. I mean, unless there was money on the line or there was some sort of something to make it interesting.
It's something to get into during October. It's more fun to do in October. We got highs in 90s today. We don't need to be thinking about sleeping in places. We need to think about getting out.
Smoke-infested haunted holes. No,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. No, thank you.
It's up. You're early. 6 things you can make other than a coffee pot. You ready?
Wait, what?
Use your coffee pot for things other than coffee.
Okay. Looking like Hitler?
Yeah, chocolate fondue. All you got to do is heat up some cream in the coffee pot for about 15 minutes, add pieces of chocolate bar, let them melt for 10 minutes. Boom! Chocolate fondue in the coffee pot.
Okay.
Vegetables. Put them in the filter basket and then the running water through the coffee a few times. Boom. Steamed vegetables. Grilled cheese sandwiches. Remove the pot, wipe down the burner, and cook each sandwich like you normally would if you're using a pan.
Okay.
So, yeah, you get good uses out of your coffee pot.
Yeah.
Poached chicken.
Okay.
All you need some chicken breast, butter, and water. Let it cook in the coffee pot for 15 minutes on each side. Make sure you wash that pot really well.
Wash it real good.
And then finally, hot dogs. 6 to 8 cups of water in the coffee maker. Then leave the burner on. Toss hot dogs in. Or don't. because the microwave obviously makes more sense, but you can make your hot dogs in a coffee pot.
My wife is such a savant when it comes to cooking. I'm sure she's probably done almost all of those.
And can she make us grilled cheese sandwiches
Dude,
on the coffee pot?
I bet she could do it.
Yeah.
Here's what's going to happen. Let's just go ahead and say what the foregone conclusion is. I'm going to get the text, and she's going to go, let's have lunch today with grilled cheese sandwiches in the coffee pot.
Yeah, hot dogs and grilled cheese.
See you at 11:20 with grilled cheese in the coffee pot.
So make grilled cheese sandwiches. Well, you can't do both though. We gotta have
Right, but we got 2 pots.
the poached. Oh yeah, well there you go.
That's what I'm saying. So she can do them both.
I don't like coffee, so I don't have coffee pots.
Right.
If I did, it would be used for grilled
We
cheese
got
sandwiches.
teapot, coffee pot. We got all these.
If I did,
Mm-hmm.
it would be used for hot dogs and not grilled and coffee.
Right.
Would you eat a sloppy Joe on a Krispy Kreme donut? Because those are out and ready for you. County fair time. County fair time. Who can fry up, gross out, put things on donuts? Unveiled the sloppy Joe Krispy Kreme donut as a bun. Meat, sauce, cheese,
Stupid.
glazed donut. That's all it is. They're just replacing donuts.
I know, but
The other day we had a sandwich. Remember, we had a sandwich and the bread was lasagna. They took lasagna, they fried it up
where was this?
at a fair.
I didn't have that.
You weren't here.
No. I was going to say, I don't remember that.
They take lasagna,
Uh-huh.
they deep fry it, 2 of them, ham sandwich with lasagna bread.
That sounds delicious.
Anything fried up sounds delicious. Name one thing you wouldn't eat fried up. Fry it up. Take the grossest thing you don't like. Fry it up. You'll be like, put a little powdered sugar on it. You're like, fine.
Put some Miracle Whip on it.
Right.
I'd eat Miracle Whip on mud. I'd eat Miracle Whip on anything. Miracle Whip, Miracle Whip, Miracle Whip. Please. That's the bane of my existence. It's just whatever you put Miracle Whip on, I'll eat it.
You'll eat it?
Yep. Although, I don't know about Krispy Kreme donuts with Miracle Whip. That's too much.
And you just flew out of Denver. Did you see anybody famous when you were flying? Because sometimes when we go to bigger cities, you might be like, hey, is that the guy from What the Thing?
No, I don't think so.
Peter Mayhew, everybody. Peter Mayhew.
The name sounds familiar.
He's Chewbacca.
Oh, okay. But no one knows who he is.
Well, he's Chewbacca.
Right, because he's dressed up as a Wookiee. You wouldn't recognize him.
Well, his custom-made lightsaber, Kane, was confiscated by the airport security in Denver.
Oh, my. Of course
Took
it was.
They took it.
Okay, coming up, I got to tell you the story about the tattoo
Airport
on the
security.
chick in front of me going through the line, dude. I got to tell you about it.
He tweeted about it, and the Chewbacca fans revolted.
The Jon and Deek Show.
Go away.
Reunited. And it feels so good.
I hardly think that's something you should be throwing a party for.
Mornings.
Here we go.
On 104.9 The X.
The Loyal and Royal Army and New Rock, 104.9 The X.
Don, a nice warm day today. I think it calls for a nice addition, a nice round of white, black, Latino, or other. You ready? I got some good ones. I got some good ones warmed up for you.
I'm ready.
Buddy.
I'm
You
ready. I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Here's how it works. I read you the story,
Okay.
and you just got to tell me white, black, Latino, or other, because there's some good ones.
When I was in Colorado and they were asking me, so what do you do on the show? I said, there's this game we do called White, Black, Latino, or Other, and they just all fell on the floor. They didn't even let me finish the story.
Yeah. This happened in Arizona. A 61-year-old retiree was arrested.
Oh, retiree? Never
and
mind.
Charged with a DUI despite having a blood alcohol level of 0.00 because the cop said, quote, "I can tell you're driving drunk by the look in your eyes."
Okay, hold on a minute.
That's
So
pretty
he
good.
blew a 000.
Yes.
Okay.
Cop said, "We're giving you a DUI just by the look in your eyes." A retired firefighter, because of his wife's schedule as an ER nurse, often sleeps during the day, pulled over at 11 p.m. in Surprise, Arizona. Isn't there like a...
There's a town. Surprise.
I know, but there's I think there's a affiliate out there, a baseball team.
Oh, there's all
I do.
sorts of them, yeah.
Arizona police officers say they witnessed him crossing the white lines. "I can tell you have a DUI by the look in your eyes." He said he had just been swimming at the pool, so settle down.
Oh, well, that's a good right there. That's evidence. Now that changes me a little bit. I was going to go one way.
Yeah?
But now I'm going to go white.
No. That is a black guy, everybody.
Really?
I know, right?
Swimming?
Swimming.
Really? Retiree?
Swimming.
A retiree swimming? I just never would have got
I
that.
know, right? So you're 0 for 1.
I'm
That's
0
going to
for
be a
1.
hard one.
Yes.
Extreme bicyclists
Okay.
race down a hill with meat strapped to their back so they can outrun hawks. That's what they want to do. They strap meat to their backs because hawks will chase them, and the photo's the best.
That is so funny.
Falcons are the fastest animals on the planet, capable of reaching speeds over 200 miles an hour, but hunting pigeons and other slowing flying birds with their dominance is rarely challenged. So these guys, for Red Bull, put meat on their backs, and these hawks try to run them down. Dude, the video is badass. And who would do this? There
Please,
you go.
please.
How white folks will do you.
That's absolutely white people. Please post that video.
I will.
Absolutely.
Of hawks chasing bicyclists.
With meat strapped on. What do they got? A big, what do they get? A big fillet back there? A big rack of ribs? What do they got?
This guy tried to bribe police officers. Another bicyclist story. Tries to weasel out of his way out of a ticket by offering cops free workout sessions. Hey, bro. Pump you up, bro. Muscle-bound bicyclist was charged with bribery after he tried to weasel his way out of summons by offering cops free training sessions. I'll train you up, bro.
White.
I don't know, another black guy.
What?
Another black guy. I know, right? It was curveball day in the fun game of
What's
white,
going
black,
on?
Latino, or other.
Well, except for the bicyclists.
Yeah.
Which, of course, were, yeah.
So there you go.
Wow. Also, the story that we were talking about off air. Aaron Brockovich, the real-life person that Julia Roberts portrayed in the movie, was arrested for drunk boating.
Drunk boating. If we just said white girl drunk boating, we'd got to go, that's just how white folks will do you, right?
Right.
Just a bunch of white trash.
Right. And Aaron Brockovich. Okay, and this is what I asked Deke off the air. Not justifying it, not because I know that people have been injured and have been killed, and I'm not making light of it, but what I am saying is if you were to go to Beaver Lake and you were to take 100 random people driving boats and made them take a breathalyzer.
Driving boats or just on the boats?
Driving.
Oh, man.
Driving. I'm telling you, 50% of them would be drunk.
Oh, absolutely.
50% of them.
95% that has a drunk person on the boat.
Absolutely. Yeah, but 50% of them, minimum, would have drunk driving boaters.
When was the last time you were just on a boat party where you're like, oh, my God.
It's been a little while.
Yeah, we haven't done a boat party.
It's been a little while. I literally think it was with Judy and her buddy, with Larissa. I think that was the last time we did that.
We're not really boat guys.
Not really. It's got to be hot. It's got to be hot out. It's got to be mid-90s at least.
That's all this week.
That's what I'm saying. And it's got to be.
But then there's people that they're only boat people. Like, that's all they do.
I'm going to put the question up right now.
Like, they make
Finally.
They make $22,000 a year, but they got a $40,000 boat.
Our across-the-street guys, our across-the-street neighbors, have a giant boat that I don't know how they fit into. It takes up, I don't know, half their garage. It's a gorgeous boat, but they put it in the garage.
See, and if they're your neighbors, why don't you make it friends with them? We're going on boat trips.
Because they only get to use it 2 or 3 months a year. And we are friends with them.
I know, but get invited on those boat trips.
Okay.
I'm talking the boat party, man. If you got the rockin' boat, oh, yeah. But see, then everybody gets the rockin' boat, and then what do? They just go park, and then they lock up with other boats.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, it's just stir on the lake. That's all it is.
That's all it is. Dixon Street, water style.
I don't want that.
No.
No.
I know. That's why we're going to ask the question on the Lowland Royal Army page. Beaver Lake or floating the river? Simple question. Would you rather go boating on Beaver Lake all weekend or float the river?
Baby mama acts like
I know.
Floating the river is like Disneyland. Good God, really? Is it that much fun?
Apparently.
Whatever.
Never done it. No. That's why I want to ask the question. Float the river.
But see, I get invited to float the river every week. Why'd you come float with it? You mean sit in a canoe and drink? I can do it at my house.
It's a Jon and Deek show. Monday morning, baby. It's going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous, not just day, week. It's going to be a great week. 90s all week long, all the way through bike night. We finally can have a bike night where we don't have to worry about rain.
Yeah, we're going to have to
soaking. The only soaking is sweat in our shirts.
Get one of those blue towels Dwayne Wade endorses.
Exactly. ShamWow.
Those culotte towels.
So, as you guys know, last week, like 60% of the week, I was gone. I was in Colorado. And I had a great time. It was amazing. I really didn't talk about it a lot last week.
You didn't get, you weren't on the flight where Chewbacca got his cane, lightsaber cane.
Not that I know of. I very well may have been, but I
maybe he was coming down here for shareholders. Did we have Chewbacca at the shareholders meeting?
We could have.
Did he come out and go?
We wouldn't have known with as many people posting about Hugh Jackman and Tom Cruise.
Apparently, Hugh Jackman likes barbecue.
Yeah.
Oh,
what I loved was we can say it because they're friends of ours.
All right,
the people that run Whole Hog. They're friends of ours. And we love that place. Love it. I get the same thing every time because you know that's what I do. I get the same thing at every place every time. So, anyway, there's a picture of him outside Whole Hog in Fiesta Square, Fayetteville.
Yeah.
Hugh F. Jackman, arms raised like Wolverine. God, the size of his arms. That's what I was looking at. He's doing this, and his arms are the size of my thighs, and he's doing this, and he tweeted the picture, and he said, best barbecue I've ever had, and we Aussies know our barbecue.
Yeah.
Okay, so he puts it up. So what do people do? They put it on Facebook, and then people under that in the comments start going, well, he's never been to Dreamland Ribs in Alabama, by God. And I'm like, oh, would you shut your mouth? This isn't something to debate. What's he going to do? Walk out of there and go, well, that was pretty good, but there's a place in Kansas City that was a little better.
Let me tell you, I love it. They rendezvous. It ain't the interstate
I like
barbecue.
the rendezvous.
Rendezvous.
What's he going to do? Of course he's going to say it's the best barbecue he's ever had in his life. Anywhere he goes, he's going to say it's the best fill in the blank I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, but what was up with the jump for Toyota jump that he did?
I don't know. Yeah, well, he was just being him.
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
And then Tom Cruise apparently was in 14 places Friday, and everyone was putting pictures up on Facebook. It was obnoxious. And everyone says they hate him until they come to your town, and then all of a sudden they love him.
And they got a bunch of Jack Reacher fans.
Exactly.
Wow,
what a shocker.
Jack Reach Around is what we did when he was here. Good Lord.
I actually like Tom. I don't have a problem with Tom Cruise. I like his movies. I love Jack Reacher, actually. Have you seen it?
No.
It's good. Of course it's good. We actually had this debate a month ago. He's Tom freaking Cruise. I know he's a weirdo, but his movies are good and whatever.
So what happened on the plane in Denver?
So I'm coming back. And
Did
you're
going in the ambiance for this?
Not yet.
All right.
You'll know when.
I got it.
So, and if you've never been through Denver International Airport, which Deke has, welcome to Denver. It is enormous. I think it's the biggest airport area-wise in America. It's humongous. And getting through it, if you fly out at 1:30, you need to get there at 11. Simply put, because it takes that long to get through
everything.
everything.
If you fly out at 1:30 at XNA, you need to get there at 1:26.
Exactly. Show up. I think they actually pick you up in the plane in the parking lot to get your luggage.
They come to your house.
It's totally different. Anyway, so I'm going through the long line that they make you go through, the TSA, and you have to, take your shoes off and take your belt off. And I'm fine with it. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's the laborious do what you got to do. So I'm going through it. The girl in front of me stands out. She's got flaming fuchsia pink hair.
So she's my type.
Oh, she's your type, buddy.
Yeah.
Piercings, lip, nose, all in the ears.
How much ink does she have?
Glad you asked, Deke.
Yeah.
Because she's got the pink hair, and it's short enough to where you can see the back of her neck.
And?
You know what it is?
What?
The back of her neck?
What?
It is a cobra.
Yeah, cobra neck.
Cobra neck. So, okay, she's got cobra neck, and she's wearing this jean jacket.
Okay, well, you lost me.
Well, no.
Does it have sleeves?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Kinda. And she's got tats on her hands, and she's got a tat, I think,
That's
like on a little bit on her neck, and she's tatted up. But the best part was this, because this jean jacket's got rivets, so you got to take it off. She takes her jean jacket off, she puts it in the tray, and underneath
the cobra
tattoo, is a tattoo that says, in gigantic font.
Like literally, like what's gigantic?
The size of your Guns N' Roses font on your T-shirt, which is like 3 inches tall.
All right. The police?
The police.
Yes!
I mean, you could see it from across the room. The font was so big. And I'm like, are you serious? What happened to you? Look, and I get the fact that people have problems with police. I don't. I love the police, respect them. My brother's a policeman. But do you need a no, it's her. It takes up the top of her back.
What, she had like a sexy sundress on that showed off her
she had
sexy
a
cobra
tank.
back?
She had a tank.
Nice.
A spaghetti top tank with the police.
That's a hot
in
chick right there.
Huge letters.
You know what would be fun is we could find her in about one internet search.
Oh, absolutely. And so the best part was this. So she takes the jacket off, and the security guard, I'm like, so help me God. If I get wanded and searched and patted down and that chick doesn't, we got a problem. And so she goes through the line. What do you think the odds were that she got patted down and wanded?
Probably 98%.
Bingo. Yes, she did. Wanded, they swabbed her hands for explosive residue.
Yeah.
They patted her down. They made her go in the thing. They went through her bag, everything.
Oh, that tattoo, man. She was just like, I'm glad I got this.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I got this,
How's
man.
that working for you? Unbelievable. I just couldn't. And so so everyone in the line behind me, we all looked at each other and went,
giggling.
what? Yes. We all looked at each other and went, what?
Like, duh.
F the police?
On your back?
It wasn't a little one, and it wasn't like on her ankle in Chinese. No, it was billboard size on her back.
I can't beat that story, but there was Bring Your Dog to School Day, one of the last weeks of school for the teachers.
Yeah.
Teacher's dog's name's Lockdown. So she's in the hallway yelling, Lockdown! Lock!
New Rock 104.90X, home of the Jon and Deek Show.
It goes by smell of the balls.
Join them on Facebook at facebook.com/Loyal and Royal Army.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Mornings on 104.90X.
Oh, yeah.
Day crowned, getting herself a 2 shot of Bliss Cupcakes.
Delicious. Happy birthday day.
Day, a good friend of my lovely brides and ours, and her and Brian, friends of ours. Just one of the classiest ladies.
Yeah, good girl.
You would
Maybe
ever get to
they don't
meet.
know Day Crown. Maybe they don't know Lauren Lowe Hardaway.
Mm-hmm.
They know Kate Upton, friend.
Yeah.
Woo-woo!
She is 21
Choo-choo!
today. Yeah.
She is how old?
I said she is 21 today.
Yeah.
Or, as I cannot believe my wife has not yet posted on the picture on our Facebook page, she is 2 years younger than our daughter.
Well, good. She's hot.
2 years younger.
Happy birthday, Kate Upton. Happy birthday, Gina Gershon.
Wait, what? I missed that in our birthdays.
Elizabeth Hurley.
Well, hold on a second.
Little trio of the late eyes.
So wait a minute. Gina Gershon.
Yeah, 51.
Elizabeth Hurley.
48.
She's exactly 2 months older than my wife.
Yeah.
And Kate Upton are all birthdays today?
And Hattie McDaniel, the first African-American to receive an Oscar. Best Supporting Actress for Gone with the Wind, Hattie.
Good for her.
And then rest in peace, Darren the Human Beatbox Robinson. You know who that is? He is one of the Fat Boys. This is my youth, buddy. This is rap to me. You guys out there with your Macklemore and your Eminem and your T.I., this is what it was, right? Remember that? We were kids.
Do I? Skewy. Skewy.
It said dead now.
Stick 'em, ha ha ha, stick 'em. Stick 'em.
This is all with his mouth. This is brilliant. Do this, Macklemore.
Bet he could.
Take a thrift shop.
I'm sure he could. So on one end of the spectrum, you have this, and it's also Judy Garland's birthday.
Yes.
Somewhere. Yeah. Judy Garland.
John Edwards. Mm-hmm. He's known for things.
John Edwards. Oh, he's
known for Gina Gershon.
He makes Bill Clinton look like the Pope. That guy. And then we're going to give away a Jon and Deek stack of stuff. Which is just a ton of stuff, free things, dinners.
Do they have
and
to
things
name the other Fat Boys, the
No.
ones that are alive?
I'm going in a completely different direction, buddy. You'll be so proud of this. Yeah, no. Somebody from is having a birthday today.
Oh, your favorite show?
It may be. It's up there. It's definitely up there. But someone from The Office, Meredith from The Office, is having a birthday today.
So what's your question?
Just give me your real name.
God, nobody knows what that is.
That's but they're gonna. It's good. We might as well call this Google this. We call it Google this. What's her name? 582-1049. And then you can also tell us what she's famous for on that show. Because everyone's got something on that show. Stanley does his crosswords, and you're
doing this trivia question
for
for
Office
yourself.
fans. Yeah.
Yes.
So what is her name? Meredith on The Office. 582-1049. You got yourself a Jon and Deek stack of stuff.
Or name the other Fat Boys.
It's the Jon and Deek Show, New Rock 104.9 The X.
Let's get this thing off the ground.
KSNA Springdale, Fayetteville. New Rock 104.90X, home of the Jon and Deek Show.
All right, 582-1049. That is the Lewis Ford hotline. We could have asked a zillion questions. And by the way, I see that you put up the Kate Upton
I did.
dance on the
kidding me?
page.
Why not?
I looked up, I go, well, there that is. We could have done a number of things for birthdays to give away a big Jon and Deek stack of stuff.
Like some more Fat Boys?
We could have done more Fat Boys.
Name the other two Fat Boys?
You could have done that.
You can't do it. I love it.
I sound like an orangutan when I do that.
The guy that did that's dead, and my sick brain
now you
goes,
know why he is.
Well, I want to know if he was doing, if he was, you always hear that people make these noises when they're dying. Maybe they just thought he was doing his act. He's like, no, he's dying.
It's so adorable.
I can't breathe. Oh, shoot.
No.
Oh, no, he's really dead.
So, anyway, yeah, you can name the other two Fat Boys. You can tell us what Meredith's name is, whatever. X, good morning. What's up?
Have you got a winner for the birthdays?
Who is this?
This is Mike from the 5'8".
Mike from the 5'8". Welcome to the show, brother. How are you?
What's up? Pretty good. How are you guys?
Where's our holla holla? It's been,
Holla.
There we go. What are you doing today, man?
Heading to work.
Now, what do you do?
I work for the city of Springdale.
What do you do for the city of Springdale?
I'm a trash collector.
All right. And we live in Springdale. Our day is Friday morning.
Yeah.
But you have all sorts of different days, so I know how it is.
Oh, yeah.
What do you got for us, man? What's the answer?
Kate Flannery.
Kate Flannery is absolutely right. She's 49 today. I would have never guessed she was only 49 because she didn't age well on that show.
She looked a lot older.
Well, they did that on purpose. They made her look rough as possible because she was such a hooker and such an alcoholic. But you're right, Kate Flannery, and for knowing that, you got a big stack of Jon and Deek stuff just for calling in, listening, and winning. Can you tell me the station hooking you up this morning?
104.9 The X.
Mr. Sparky's going to be proud of this. We got a list of things you know to worry about. Crazy ants. Crazy ants are in the U.S., mainly in Texas, Florida, Mississippi, and Louisiana. They're going to make their way up here, but they chew through electrical equipment.
Okay, I didn't know which.
Not your aunt. Not Aunt Laura.
Okay.
Crazy ants.
Okay, so ants.
That's like some board game my kids
fire
played.
ants.
It's time to play Crazy Ants. Woo! Woo!
Apples to apples.
These ants love the taste of electrical equipment, so they chew through their wires, which kills them, but gives off a scent that attracts more ants on a suicide mission.
So kamikaze ants.
Yeah, crazy ants.
And they chew through what?
Electrical wires. Yeah, so
that
there you
is
go.
Mr. Sparky right there.
8888 Sparky. Other things to worry about: the giant mesquites are here too, buddy.
Yeah,
the
they are.
Mosquitoes.
And by the way,
coming up from Florida, mega mosquitoes have been spotted. They got new names.
The more mild the winter, which we had a pretty mild winter. The more mild the winter, the worse the mosquitoes.
Yeah,
that's just a fact.
Other things to worry about: your colonoscopy scope isn't clean. That's what they say is a new thing people panic about. Oh!
How do they go?
Oh! A new study found that 3 out of 20 aren't properly cleaned between the patients. Translation?
Yikes.
You're sharing.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say something else. You're
sharing.
Holy sharing.
Yeah, share that, friend.
Ugh.
So there you go. Nice way to start your Monday. Worrying about mesquites, ants, and old colon scopes.
The Jon and Deek Show. Reunited. And it feels so good.
I just shipped my van.
The Jon and Deek Show. Mornings on 104.90X. Reunited. And it feels so good.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms.
The Jon and Deek Show.
That's the only reason why she ran into a black man.
Mornings
Something is wrong here.
on 104.90X.